Hi, my name is Lydia, and this is my story. I was raised in a Christian home. My parents were on staff with Crew, which is a Christian organization, and so Jesus was kind of a part of our life always. Ministry was it was like a lifestyle for us, and I always knew who Jesus was and what he did, and I knew that he died on the cross for me, and that he got me out of hell, and so I was going to go to heaven because I accepted him into my life. But I didn't really understand my need for him or what a personal relationship with Christ looked like until I was about 16. And so my childhood and kind of like middle school and the beginning of my high school years, I wasn't really walking with Jesus. I kind of had like an on and off. Sometimes I want to pursue him and try to do devotions and stuff like I see other people doing. But most of the time I just really didn't think about God at all or how he affected my life. And I thought that was really the extent of the Christian faith. I thought that was the extent of what a relationship with God looks like. But really, I was a good kid. I did everything right pretty much. I had good grades in school. I had success in my extracurriculars. And I had a lot of pride in that. And really, pride was the root of my heart for most of those good things that I did. And also a desire to control things. And I was very controlling. I liked knowing what I was doing and knowing that I could control and manipulate the situations in my life and the people in my life. And so all those good things that I did really didn't amount to much because they just grew my pride. And then when I was 16, I attended a conference for staff kids of people on staff with Crew. And during that week, God really showed me that pride doesn't do anything for you. And during that week, there were a lot of moments of just humiliation, whereas like my pride just crumpled and I felt like my identity crumpled with it. And at the end of that week, there was a sermon on owning your faith apart from your parents and really growing in faith and making it your own. And at the end of the sermon, I had a cross standing up, and we had these little pieces of paper that we could write sins on that were keeping us from a relationship with Christ, and then we pinned them to the cross. And that was the first time that I really understood the gospel and that I deserve death for my sins and I deserve hell for my sins. But God, out of love, sent his son to die on the cross and pay for that and bring freedom to us here on earth. And in that moment when I pinned it to the cross, that was like the whole world opened up. And it was a really emotional moment, but it was also very real because it's lasted throughout the rest of my life. And that was really the start of my personal relationship with Christ. And there's a lot of freedom in knowing that I am not bound to the burdens of failures or things that I'm not successful at, but that God is sovereign over my life and he rules in it. So that's my backstory. What's yours?